All right, thanks, Dan. Authorities say the gunman live streamed the attack, causing lawmakers to ask for stricter monitoring of social media accounts. And as Dalton Williams explains, Governor Kathy Hochul plans to go head-to-head with social media CEOs. Dalton?
Yes, the governor said today hate speech on social media has become an unchecked virus allowed to be spread. Governor Kathy Hochul calling out CEOs of social media platforms for not doing more to monitor violent and racist content, stressing the severity of the situation and consequences that could have come as a result of this lack of monitoring.
We don't know whether there's other people who are now going to be inspired, which is exactly what this cruel, depraved person intended. If you read the manifesto, he intended to make sure that other people would see what happened in real time here, so they would consider other acts as well.
Attorney General Letitia James reiterating the governor's remarks, adding that social media will be a big part in the investigation.
Let us make sure that we investigate social media, and my office will be focused on doing that, as we have been doing for the last few months.
Governor Hochul says she plans to meet with these companies soon about changing their algorithms to more quickly identify hate speech on these platforms.
I want them to sit in a room, look me in the eye, and tell me, have you done everything humanly possible to make sure that you are monitoring this content the second it hits your platform? And if you're not, then I'm going to hold you responsible. So prove to me that there's nothing else that can be done.
And she hopes after these meetings, this will help stop any potential shootings.
To anyone else, and this is my last message, anyone else who dare break the security that every citizen is entitled to make them feel victimized, you've just picked a fight with 20 million New Yorkers.
State officials also warn people about any possible GoFundMe scams that may appear in the coming days.
He's quick to respond to his home not long after the shooting. Again, this is in Conklin, New York, just outside Binghamton, about an hour south of us. Our Samantha Carlston joins us from the suspected shooter's hometown tonight. She spoke with people who know the family, and here are some of their reactions.
Today I spoke with neighbors to try and get a sense of the Gendron family, and many of them tell me the news about the shooting was very surprising for them to hear, because they knew of the Gendron family as well liked by the community, as well as involved in the events going on here and the lives of their own children. The suspect, Peyton Gendron, was captured after police say he killed 10 and wounded 3 at a supermarket in Buffalo Saturday afternoon. Some neighbors in Conklin who know the family are shocked.
They seem like very nice people, and I'm not the only person who thought that, because I have multiple friends who know the family, and they didn't have any sign of what Peyton had done, and I wish it didn't end this way.
I really didn't know the older boy, but the boy that's in her class, he's a nice kid. Last thing you would ever expect from a child from that family.
Clayton Gibbs, who goes to the same high school, Susquehanna Valley, is close with Peyton's younger brother. He says he did notice some unusual behavior from the suspected shooter, saying he wasn't like everyone else.
He had done some very weird things, like he wore a hazmat suit to the school and started spreading some Nazi stuff that I couldn't quite just understand fully. And
the shooting makes grandparents like Nancy Brown, whose granddaughter is in the same district as the suspected shooter, concerned for their safety.
And it's getting more and more prevalent, and that's really scary. And I worry with these two going to school. You don't know when they leave in the morning, are they coming home at night?
Authorities are describing the attack as racially motivated violent extremism. Police say he shot 11 black and 2 white victims before surrendering to authorities. One Binghamton resident says to understand the cause of these events, people have to look further than holding only local and state leaders accountable.
It boils down to the parents. It boils down to what kind of media outlets this individual was exposed to, their group of friends.
In a manifesto that was written prior to the shooting detailing the attack, the author says that he was radicalized during the pandemic on the internet, not by anyone who he ever met personally. Right now, investigators are working to determine if Gendron is the author of that manifesto.
Following yesterday's shooting, Governor Hochul says she plans to crack down on guns again. On Tuesday, she's planning to propose a new package of gun resolution bills that would address loopholes that she says exist in current state laws. She says that event was already planned before Saturday's mass shooting took place. Tonight, we're hearing from other candidates in the race for governor. CBS 6's Emma Quinn shares their reactions.
Gubernatorial candidates on both sides of the aisle are voicing support and concern over Saturday's mass shooting in Buffalo.
This has got to prime, and stamping out hate has got to be a priority here in our state and throughout our country. And we just want to show support for the community and for the families that are here.
Republican candidate Congressman Lee Zeldin was not available for an interview Sunday. He sent the following statement to CBS 6 saying, quote, "Raw, violent hate in New York is causing serious physical injuries and even death. None of it is welcome here in any form." Prior to the shooting, the governor had already planned to announce on Tuesday a comprehensive package of gun reform legislation. The governor's office wouldn't comment on specifics, but Hochul did say this on CNN Sunday morning.
Some of the toughest laws in America on the books here, but the guns are coming in from other states, or the enhanced magazine, which is exactly what happened here, the high-capacity magazine that led to the slaughter of people in my hometown.
Meanwhile, some candidates for governor say the guns aren't the problem the state needs to be focused on. Republican candidate Rob Astronino says it's mental health that needs focus.
Mental health records, as part of the background check, need to have some access to that, and they always fight that. But I think that's a key component in here.
Astorino said he can't comment on the specifics of the proposal until he sees it. Reporting in Albany, Emma Quinn, CBS 6 News.
CBS 6 also reached out to Harry Wilson and Andrew Giuliani's campaign teams for comment. Shortly before our newscast earlier, Giuliani's team referred us to his tweets on the subject. He says he believes the death penalty should be an option if Gendron is convicted. The state hasn't allowed capital punishment for years.